Have I encountered any issues trying to access the outdoors? I think that's kind of the nature of it, isn't it? So my name is Jack Kavanagh. I'm here in the beautiful National Sports Campus. I'm from County Meath, just down the road, and by training I'm a health professional. In 2012 I had a spinal injury. I've always been very adventurous. Was big into the water sports prior to that. Played a lot of rugby, loved to be in the mountains, did a lot of running, and since then I haven't really let my adventurous spirit die. So some of the activities I love to do in the outdoors are hand biking. It is great because it gives me that sense of I'm moving somewhere through nature. But aside from hand biking, I have done things like whitewater rafting, I have done kayaking. More recently I went on my first skiing trip, which was an incredible adventure. I found it quite emotional as well, because you're often told all the things you'll never do again. And I've sort of systematically been challenging each one of those. And being back up in the mountains and skiing down at 70 or 80 kilometers an hour is quite the buzz. And doing that with a group of like-minded people, I was just up having fun in the mountain with everyone else, and it was brilliant. Particularly after having a spinal injury like I had, the world and the landscape can feel very hostile, unfriendly at times, difficult to get into or to enjoy in the same ways. And being hand biking, I'm out in nature, in the fresh air, going through landscapes that are often very beautiful. And what I love about it in particular is you're closer to the ground, and there's something quite grounding about that. And certainly in terms of an approach to healing or coming to terms with changing circumstances, challenging myself in the outdoors has been massively healing and rewarding as part of that. Well, in terms of designing or adapting outdoor spaces with inclusivity in mind, it really makes sense to plan that from the beginning, and universal design is the way forward with this. I'm a huge advocate for the benefits of the outdoors for our mental well-being. We spend so much of our time with little screens in front of us or bigger screens at work or whatever it might be. That can be kind of overwhelming for our bodies and our brains at times. And so getting into environments where you see the greenery, you see the changing colours, you see the grass in the wind or whatever it might be, breathing in fresh air, maybe getting soaked in if you're in Ireland as well. Like, all of these pieces are part of it, and for me, what's most important is that it makes me feel alive. Well, in many ways, to get more people involved, it's this idea of if you can't see it, you can't be it. And very often we need campaigns just like this to expose to people that this is possible, and it's possible for you. Importantly, doing something that you enjoy in the outdoors is just so rewarding. And what it does fundamentally is show you capacity, that you've got capacity to stretch yourself, because the outdoors will always challenge us in some way. For other people that want to get involved, we need visibility. We need visibility with projects like this, and for policymakers, for planners, for change makers, as much as people with lived experience of differences in ability, to see that this is possible, that it should be possible, and that it's a right that everybody has equal access to the outdoors. The last thing is this is about fun. This is about exploring and expressing yourself, and ultimately, for me anyway, it's about having an adventure. Whether that is pushing around a park in your local area, whether it's getting into a hand bike and going exploring somewhere like this, whether it's your first time back on the beach or getting into the water, it's all about feeling alive, having an adventure, and having a bit of fun with other people. So enjoy it, get out there, and thanks for having me.